the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed us this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Let's go.
Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd and 2, Purdy. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's 3rd down and 2.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 60. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Colts at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Purdy. Looking this time for runs, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get this.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Next to score, Chiefs 21, Colts 0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Finding room at midfield. Still going. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, this defense for the Colts, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Throwing here, Purdy. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the second.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action, now Mahomes. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 9,
Purdy. A throw on the money there to Doolin.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
And caught, right side, Green.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And some space here.
He's got room at the 30.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown!
In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking for Campbell downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a route is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Purdy. This pass caught, it's Woods.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Now here's Mahomes.
That went into the hands of Toney downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelce. That's complete.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, 38 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Play action, now it's Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The partners still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Out of the gun, Purdy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw again on second down. Purdy. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They run once more with Taylor.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
35 yards that time on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Noah Gray, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 59, Colts 14.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Again, it's Taylor.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn it loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Taylor. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Purdy with one final shot here.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.